Ah, right. Okay. Launch Kingdom Come. There we is eh. Thing stuff. Dive right in. Alright. Bayfar's probably asleep. How do we level up? Okay. More fucking archery. Alright. Fucking do that. I can fucking do that. Let's just do it. And fucking 10. Those. Alcohol 9. Pickpocket. Hard pickpocketing is also 9. We haven't gotten that leveled up yet. Keep those. Move that over. Okay. Hit the good old snooze. Leave 12 hours. I have to wait a little bit. For Bayfar to wake up.
Yeah.
I always forget I have a home here. A bed. Castle. Bayfar down here, or is he up above? Oh shit, he's awake. Fuck yeah.
Greetings. What business have you?
I'm here about the mine.
Excellent. So what did you find out?
I didn't get round to having a proper look. I came across something more disturbing.
What's that?
Nemoy and his gang were stealing silver there.
The vermin. I thought as much. Did you bring him here?
I tried to, but he was having none of it. He didn't want to burn, so he tried to kill me.
Well, I'm glad he didn't succeed. But now I won't be able to find out anything. Oh well, can't be helped, I suppose. Take care.
I better get compensation for that. Okay, looks like... I received no compensation. All because the game, like, glitched. That's stinky poo-poo. Off to Merhoyed we go. See what's gonna be the best. Looks like going straight up the road. Remove Dutch go. Horse, recover some stamina.
Yeah.
Back on the road.
You Melikar?
Aye, that's me.
I need to speak with the prisoner.
And why is that? Who might you be?
Henry, envoy of Sir Radzig Kobyla. I'm here to investigate the attack.
I'm sorry. I have other things on my mind right now. In case you hadn't noticed, we have pestilence raging here. And Sir Radzig won't help us with that. Any more than he helped us when we were attacked.
No news has reached Ratai of any disease here. But I'm here now, and I can help you.
Well, since you serve Sir Radzig, you might be of some use. If anyone
Hey,
can.
Tarada.
Tell me what to do.
There's a stable hand living with us here, Matthias.
Yes, I know him.
And he knows some girl who helps out in the monastery infirmary. Johanka, I think her name is. She might know someone to turn to, if she's actually there.
I'm actually not feeling that bad. Like, my arm, I got it in my left. Can't lift above the shoulder right now. Oh, no, I can. I can. Yeah. Aside from a sore, like, arm where they got me, like, in the immediate vicinity, I'm feeling fine. And I'm surprised because this time after, like, the same amount of time passes after my second dose. Oh, I think that's words. Cool. Whoa. Don't know where that came from. Had an it.
Very well. I'll go
This
to the
same
monastery.
time after my
Probably our
second
best
dose,
hope.
I
Thank
had a
you.
fucking headache. I even
At
tried to
least you're taking the
stream,
trouble.
and my stream lasted
But
40
then,
minutes, and I was like,
even
I'm
if you
out,
cared
and then I
nothing for
slept.
us, the prisoner's got the pestilence too. He'll
But right
die
now, I
without
feel
help.
normal.
If I have to go
Well,
to
maybe
the
a little
monastery,
tired.
I need to know as much as possible about the disease. I'll definitely need to know its symptoms. They're bound to
But I'm
ask me
still not
that.
certain if that's
It's
just
hard to
normal
say.
tired or
My wife is feverish. Others have the
booster
chills.
shot tired.
I heard some are throwing up. Others still are breaking out in sores. But why don't you see for yourself? People talk a lot and I don't know what to believe anymore.
Very well. I'll make the rounds.
I've daubed lime on the afflicted houses, but don't stay too long in those homes.
That I can promise you.
Alright, so they want me to investigate the plague a bit, right?
God watch over you, good.
What happened here?
Horror of horrors, Master. We were attacked by some bandits, and then the plague broke out.
Jesus Christ.
That's right. The Almighty
Jesus
has
Christ.
sent this punishment on us.
These bandits, who were they?
Some thieving rabble. What do I know? Maybe those damned humans. But they spoke Czech. Ask the captive at the Malikars.
How did you manage to fight them off?
Well, we were lucky. Young Straw saw the gang a little way out of the village and ran to warn old Melikar. If it wasn't for that, none of us would be here.
It looks like you fended them off, though. I can't see any burned houses.
They had no time for that. But they've left us with fresh graves. Young Straw himself got cut up something terrible, and a few others. We've a number of wounded. And now the plague to crown it all. Christ preserve us.
And I remember
Straw.
with my second shot,
names are new
when I
to
got
me.
the second shot,
locals.
when they injected that
Melikar's been in
fucking
charge
hurt.
here since old
This
Vassal
time, this one
Snow
didn't
from
really
Neuhoff
hurt
passed away.
on the
May
injection.
God grant him eternal
The
peace.
first dose
And Straw, that's
felt
the local
nothing on
woodsman.
the injection, and then
Poor
like
fellow.
I was
The bandits
totally
killed
fine.
his son, and his
I don't
wife
even think
has
my
the
arm was that
disease.
sore with the first one.
Where will I find Melikar?
If you stand...
I'd like to talk to Straw.
I see. Well, if you stand at the main gate of the stables and look across the road, you'll see Straw's house on the right.
And the disease? Tell me something about it.
I don't want to tempt fate by talking about it. Makes me shudder to think of it. There's not much to tell anyway. It hit us just after that rabble left. First the horses died, then livestock, and now it's people. Like Melikar's wife. Poor thing.
I'm looking for Matthias. I think he...
Matthias.
Not long.
Well,
Thank you. Thank you.
God bless.
No. My God.
No, let me sleep.
All right. Ooh. That would be pretty bad.
Lord, please end this. Please. Go away. Leave me alone.
Mama.
Jesus, lad, what are you doing here? Can't you see the plague cross on the door?
I'm here because of it. The monastery sent me to help.
God bless you, boy. It's about time.
I need to know exactly what you're suffering from.
Yeah,
Oh, I
those
see.
painkillers, you
Well.
won't feel shit.
I have a dreadful fever. My wife, too. I recall almost nothing of yesterday. I was raving for most of it.
Is there anything else? Apart from the fever?
Well, forgive me for saying so. The shit just pours out of me.
Oh, that's a
I can't
lovely
keep
image.
anything in. I'm completely worn out. My wife's the same.
You have my
Dysentery?
thanks.
That
I'll
would be
try to bring
dysentery.
help.
Oop.
Wait a minute, will you? I have one favor to ask.
So tell me.
I need to write my will. Can you write?
I might manage that.
Excellent. So get writing.
Yes?
I, Vincent, son of Vincent, grandson of Vincent of
Okay,
Merriett,
Vincent's son.
do bequeath my estate and all my worldly goods to my wife Wilma. If my wife were to pass away with me,
Mm-hmm.
I bequeath all to my cousin Dobesh, at this time the cobbler in Janovitz. In no event shall my prodigal son Elia, the layabout and good for nothing, inherit a single groschen, all customs and traditions aside.
Okay.
Should I write that too?
Yes. And
Actually,
then
yeah,
write,
you would want to write. You would
"The
want to write
executor
something like
of
that.
my
If you're
last will is to
specifically
be my
excluding
good
someone
friend,
from the will,
Father Fabian.
I think it
presently
is
the parish
beneficial
priest at the Church of
to
St.
write that,
Martin in
because
Sasso.
then they can't contest
Anything
it.
else?
This will was written down by. What is your name?
Henry. Presently in fealty to Sir Radzig Kobyla.
Well, I never. That will add some weight. Here, take my ring so Fabian will know it to be truly from me. You can never be sure nowadays.
Your son Elijah. What did he do to you?
One way to word it.
Christ almighty. Trying to interfere, are you? What did he do? Everything. He was to be married, and instead he ransacked the house and ran off.
I didn't mean to
Little
pry
fuck.
that much.
Last we heard, he
Okay.
was some jackhand in Sasso. Boozing, playing dice, lying and cheating for a living. Such a disgrace.
Where can I find Father Fabian?
Well, where do you think? In St. Martin's Church, of
Oh,
course.
of course.
All right, I'll head off then.
Yes. Go now. Go before you catch the disease. Then where will we be?
I know, we'd probably fucking die. Alright. So we check that house. This house have a marker. You. Knock knock. The Rat King has arrived.
What? Have you come for my wife? You're out of luck. I'm old Straw, don't you know? Straw! You've taken my son. But you shan't take my wife. You bastard.
Ooh.
I've come to help your wife.
To help her over to the other side. Isn't that God's own truth?
I'm sorry that they killed your son. I truly am sorry. But if you don't want that disease to take your wife, you'll let me see her right away. I can help her.
I don't want her taken, no.
There. You see?
What? Are you a quack?
Something like that.
Then go to it. Go!
That's all you have to say, Straw?
Don't speak to me.
Okay. Sure thing, buddy.
Sweet Mary.
Hmm. Fever.
Mother of God.
Just
I
like
can't bear
Melchar's
the
wife.
pain.
Hmm. Fever.
Okay.
Just
Got
like
our house
Melchar's wife.
down. Let's go to the table. They don't have a marker here. Got all the horses. How Henry would bring the will to the lord of the land, and the lord would pass all the. Oh fuck! How did inherit? So I'm not really sure. So I understand how inheritances work for lords, because I had to deal with that a little bit in when talking about. Because I also had to set up when writing my thesis. I had to talk about why Alfred was capable of inheriting the throne and all that after he had four older brothers. And I think an older sister. No one talks about the sister. She just kind of gets married off and never heard from again. Poor women in history. A rough lot. Essentially, it would be... Alright, so for the Welsh, the Welsh, I actually know quite a bit on actually how Welsh inheritance works. And for into the later medieval time era, middle to late era, the Welsh were still, I guess, seen as backward when it came to their inheritance. It was traditional because it would vary region by region. For the Welsh, what they would do is the lands would essentially be. It didn't necessarily need to be given out evenly to your children or something. But it was expected and it was tradition either that when the king dies, or Prince of Wales dies, because that's what they were never referred to as King of Wales. They were always referred to they were Kings of Wales. But then when they actually got close to having a unified Wales, they addressed themselves as the Prince of Wales instead of the King of Wales, which I thought a little weird, but that's just the Welsh for you. They have too many Y's and W's in their words, so like they're fucking weird. Anyways. It would be like near even split of the land when it came to inheritance, or the like when you were dying, or you inherited I don't think this was actually left to the king. So like if the prince died and his son inherits, I think it was expected of the son to give away some land to family. And it wasn't just like you would give it away to your brothers. You would give it away to like extended family, I believe. And I think that was one of the issues that plagued. I'm very rough on this because I read this book back in October, which talked about all this. So, and the author kind of argued that this was one of the underlying issues that really screwed Wales in resisting the English. Because they just continued, they never unified, and because of their tradition, they could never realistically unify. Or they needed someone like a once in a 1,000-year kind of person to come along to unify the Welsh, kick out the English, and reformat everything. And if that wasn't going to happen, then the Welsh were never going to resist the English, because they could never keep it unified. Because like the Welsh, I think the issue that plagued the Welsh prince during Edward I's reign, when he was fighting and rebelling against Edward I, he had a brother, and it was expected you had to give shit to your brother. And his brother wanted more. And actually the Welsh were able to pretty much effectively fight the English. But then Bro Man got a bit like jealous or like greedy. They wanted more, and I think that caused some fractures and caused them to really crumble. For the English, during the early medieval time period, it was kind of divide in half kind of thing. Um, well, not really. It's a little confusing. So when Alfred's father took Alfred with him to go visit the Pope in Italy, Alfred's eldest brother decided to claim the throne of Wessex while Papa was away. And when Papa came back, he was pretty upset. But then he did not want to fight his son and, cause a bunch of Wessex men to die. So they settled and reached an agreement where half the kingdom is run by the eldest son, and then the king, the father, kept the eastern half of the kingdom. And then when father died, it went to the second eldest son. And then none of Alfred's siblings had children, except legitimate children, except for the third brother, Alfred's closest sibling in age. When the eldest brother died, Wessex was once again unified east and west under the second brother. Then he fucking died, and everything went to Ethelred, the third brother, Alfred's closest sibling. And then Ethelred, so this would be 870, 869. Nice. I think it was around that time period. Or was it 865 when Ethelred took the throne? I can't remember. I just know in 871, that was when Alfred became crowned King of Wessex. Anyways, before Alfred became crowned, like a few months before Alfred became crowned, Ethelred and Alfred reached an agreement. They wrote a will, a specific thing that said, Alfred inherits all my land when I die, instead of my baby child, because Ethelred had a baby son, except he was far too young to hold the throne, and they had the threat of the Vikings all around them, so they saw it was in their best interest that Alfred just inherit the throne, and essentially Alfred would be left to deal with the problems of inheritance when he got older, and he pretty much does deal with it, because he was just so dominant, smart. So the answer to your question is it depends, because people can also be bought out.
How? You're
How long did that?
exactly
I
so
think I
odds.
got that
What are you
pretty
doing here?
concise.
It's good to see you too, Matthias. Sir Radzig sent me here to investigate the raid.
Sir Radzig.
But yeah, I'm guessing
Looks
by
like you've come up in the world, mate. You're here
1415
as his
Bohemia,
envoy?
they pretty much would be eldest son inherits everything, unless specifically stated otherwise by the father.
Yeah, something like that. But that's not important right now.
Well, I'm glad to see you have a job. Lots of our old neighbors have been reduced to begging. If I were in your shoes, I'd get the hell out of here. There's some disease spreading.
Disease?
Folk are saying it's the plague. Whatever it is, it's bad. It started the day after the raid. First the horses got sick, then other animals, and now people are falling ill too.
Oh, damn. Are you alright?
Well, at least I haven't caught the sickness.
But you've been hurt.
It happened during the raid. One of those damn bandits fell on me, horse and all. My arm's badly broken, but better than a broken neck.
Tell me about the raid.
What do you want to know?
I hear one of the raiders was taken captive. I'd like to question him.
Aye, old Melachar let him have it over the head with a flail, and now he's locked up in the barn. But be careful.
Why's that?
That fucker killed young Straw, and his old man's sharpening his sickle for him. Melachar still hasn't decided what to do with him.
I understand old Straw wants revenge, but first I have to question that bandit. What happens after is no skin off my nose.
Good luck, then.
Can you describe the raiders?
I don't know. They
Honestly,
came at dusk,
the
so you
one
couldn't
thing
see
that
their
Crusader
faces, about
Kings
20
actually
of
gets
them.
really
They weren't
well, I
humans,
think,
though.
is the
They spoke Czech.
inheritance
You talked to them?
rights. I think that's the one
No,
thing they probably get
they
as
were
close
shouting at
to
us.
pretty
They're
fucking
very
accurate.
sure of themselves to begin with, but when we hit them in the woods, they didn't look so brave.
Pretty much as I think in the way that the game is structured, I think they get it as close to accurate as one can get.
I know you've got courage enough for any man, but how did a bunch of untrained villagers manage to hold off armed bandits?
One of the village lads caught sight of them coming through the woods and told
Of course, it
Bellatar,
is still
who
simplified
roused the whole village,
a
and everyone
decent bit,
grabbed what
but
they could.
it's a video
Pitchforks,
game.
axes,
I don't mind
flails,
simplification
and we went out to face them.
What?
in
You
exchange
mounted an
for,
assault against them?
Aye, and that
gameplay.
was the key. It was the last thing those whoresons expected. A few of them still managed to break through to the village, probably wanted to torch it. But even the women here were armed with what they could find, and they took the bastards by surprise.
I actually, for Christmas, I got a book, another book on King Alfred. Once I finish reading the Percy Jackson sequel series, I'm probably gonna read that. God, I'm a fucking nerd. Holy shit.
About this sickness.
Are you down with the sickness?
When did this plague start?
The day after the raid, the horses were lying down in the stable, so we knew something was up.
Yeah, of
By
course, you know,
afternoon, they were all dead.
the changing of
And other
inheritance
animals
laws
started getting
is
sick,
really
one after the
oversimplified
other, and then
there
people.
because that would be it would essentially be generational trending towards towards a more centrified inheritance.
What are the signs that someone's getting sick?
I don't leave the house much, but folk complain of fever and shakes. Some are throwing their guts up, and others are spewing from the other end.
Has anyone died from
Oh,
it?
that's lovely.
Aye, old Verba. Although he was already on his last legs, so no one knows for sure if it was the plague that got him. Either way, the animals are dropping like flies, and people will end up the same for sure.
Who's ill now?
I don't know. What with my arm the way it is, I don't go outdoors much. But I know Melachar and Straw
I just
have
hope
sick ones
my
at
arm
home.
isn't uber sore. I know it's gonna be uber sore tomorrow, but like tomorrow's arm, like upper body day at the gym. I had a good leg day today. I don't want to miss. I want to continue the good trend.
Can I ask you a bit about Merhoyed?
I want to work
haven't
out
been
tomorrow
here long
morning.
enough to learn much, but ask away.
Can you tell me something about Old Straw?
He's a woodcutter, tough as they come, and a hothead. He's been out of his mind since his boy died.
It's normal to grieve, though.
Depends
Actually,
how
yeah,
you
it
look
is.
at
I do need.
Folk are
I mean,
afraid
no
he'll
one's fucking
snap and
bought
drink
anything
himself
off
to
that
death.
fucking wish list.
What's
So
worse, his wife caught the sickness, and he's not taking care of
I
her.
really do need to edit it because I did get. My parents did get me 3 books from that list that I edited.
Where can I find this straw?
When you take the main gate out of the stables, you'll see 2 cottages outside.
It's the Alfred
Straw
White
lives in
Horse
the right
King, I
hand
think it is. Is the Alfred book that I got. Hey there, Yada.
What's Melachar like?
The locals look up to him. Smill used to be in charge here, but he was
Fuck
killed
it.
in Neuhof.
I'll grab the book, Tarada.
Sir Hanush hasn't had time to appoint a new vassal, and folk need someone to speak for them, so they picked Melachar.
Thank God you had someone here who could take the reins.
Aye.
Once we're done talking to Matthias,
Where does Melachar live?
I will discuss the books.
When you take the main gate out of the stables, you'll see 2 cottages outside. Melachar lives in the left-hand one.
I'm missing having to point. Oh, yeah. I feel like that would be way too much work though, to fucking incorporate that. Yada, here you are. Okay. Water is filled. Now the historical books that are on my history wish list because I would love to have a wish list dedicated to the fantasy books I want to read, but I don't. Since my content is based around history, I'd rather if people want to give me a gift, that the gift they then give me is something that is related to my channel, my content. That way, it can then benefit them in a way as a viewer, where I will be more knowledgeable. All right. So one, I'm actually hair. God, I don't like my hair. The first books that I received. This is another book on the wish list, so I have to take 3 books off the wish list. Uncovering Norse Mythology, because I wish I had this when we were playing through God of War. But when I read through it, I'll be able to annoy Clay about Norse mythology whenever he streams it. So that's fucking poggers. Next, The White Horse King. The Life of Alfred. Yeah. This is another one on the list that I have to take off. And then third one, this one's a thick bitch, is The Norman Conquest. This way I can be even more educated when it comes to slandering William the Conqueror, because that motherfucker deserves all the slander. He started the Welsh conquest that Edward I finished with the fucking what are they called? I forget. There's a special term for the English holdings in Wales. I forget that term. Whoops. It's a form of vassal that has more autonomy than a regular kingly vassal. But yeah, Mark Morris was the author of the Edward I book I read. So he just has a way with writing history that makes it pretty digestible, honestly. Like, if you're someone that wants he writes thick-ass books, though. So, like, it's not going to be short reads, but, his writing is still damn good for a historian. Like, historians, I feel like, are pretty renowned for not being that good of writers. In terms of, like, it being digestible reading. Okay, back to the game. I'd be happy if there were, like, a few different ones, like nose, ears. Yeah, I mean, I feel like that would be such a bitch to incorporate, though. Like, I don't really see any feasible way that they could make it work, Knock, knock. Henry the priest is here.
Who are you? Can't you see we have the plague cross on the door?
No, I'm blind. Do you not see my helmet? I can barely see my own shoes.
My name is Henry. I'm going to the monastery.
Yeah, they would
to
have
get
to
help.
massively
It's
expand
long
the trade
past
system.
time. The Lord's already taken my poor Anthony. And what do you want from me?
I need to know how the illness afflicted your husband.
Yes, I'll tell you everything. But first help me bury my husband. I'm too weak. And Melichar said the dead should be buried at once.
Of course I'll help you.
Thank you. We have to bury him at the back of the house. There's a lovely linden tree there.
I understand. I'll dig the grave there.
Thank you. When you're ready, come back. I'll say goodbye for now.
There's a linden tree. Alright, so hold on. This ain't 6 feet. This ain't 6 feet unless Henry's a fucking giant. More like 2 feet down.
Why?
Yoink. I just wanted to drop badly. Alright, where'd she go?
Will you please tell
Pedrishka.
me about his illness?
Certainly. My husband had the fever all over.
Anything else?
Come on, chair. Roll up a little
He
bit.
had great pains in his belly. He said it felt like it'd been stuffed with rocks. He was writhing all night through. It must have hurt terribly.
Thank you.
Okay. There. This has house.
Brother, dearest brother, is that you?
Yes, brother.
Yes, it's me, your brother.
Your brother
My
named
friend is
Brother.
nearly here. We need to get the scallops for the fair.
Tell me, brother.
Brother!
How are you feeling?
Wait, you're not my brother. You're one of those brutes. Brother, lock the door. No,
Brother!
not again, please, God, no.
Brother, don't you recognize me? It's me.
Your brother!
I've gone for a long time. I've come back home for Advent, remember?
Yes, yes.
Brother,
I
I'm your
remember.
brother.
Give me a drink.
Believe me.
brother.
Why would I lie? I'm your brother, brother.
Terribly thirsty. I feel like I'm burning in hell.
Oh.
I can drink a pitcher of water and right away I'm parched again. Good luck to you.
Damn, Daniel, that's rough. Oop, boop, 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 boop. Sorry. Apologies.
There's nothing outside.
Not mean to break into your home there. Believe. Frames! Would I call you brother if I wasn't your brother? Brother? Of course not, brother. Okay, alright, so we've investigated Merhoyed. Gonna take the wheel.
Yeah.
Brother, how dare you call me your brother a liar, brother? I would never lie to you, for I am your brother, brother. Yes, the Welsh Marches. That's what they were referred to as. That's what William the Conqueror set up in, like, southern Wales. Because he wasn't a Chad like Alfred who diplomatically controlled the Welsh. Do you want to be my brother? No? I can be brothers with all of you. We're all brothers now. Even you, fair madam. We are brothers too. Look at all those fucking... What the fuck? Oh, I thought those were net... What kind of tree... Are those net? What am I looking at? No, those aren't... What? Carnation?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna ride on by. I am confused. What I saw. Oh, they're having a little tussle. I had to write a whole essay on the Welsh marches for a British history class one time. I don't fucking remember anything from that paper that I wrote. Anyone want to be my brother?
God be with you, Henry.
I don't know if you've heard about it, but Mary.
Yeah, there's also, you can make a march
God.
in CK3.
How is Matthias?
Wounded
Well, you
in
can
the
make a
arm.
vassal a march.
He's being brave about it, but his injury looks bad.
I need to see him.
Before you go, there's something else.
What?
Some kind of disease has taken hold.
That's
in
fair,
Meadowhead.
Jerry.
Their livestock has died off, and now the people are coming down with it too. I thought maybe someone here might know what to do.
Merciful heavens. How awful. It's a good thing you've come here. If there's any hope, this is the place to find it. You need Brother Nicodemus, the monastery physician. He may know how to deal with it.
The local villagers
Very well.
need to be cleansed
I'll
by
try to
righteous
find him.
flames of the
Come
Lord.
back when you know more.
Thank you, Johanka.
Take care.
Nicodemus! Brother!
Take care now.
Whoops. Brother!
Some kind of disease
Nicodemus.
has taken hold in Merhoyed. Johanka said that you might be able to advise.
This is now the brother
Disease, you say?
stream.
How intriguing.
Ah, yes, disease. Very intriguing.
Yes, it's very interesting, but can you help these people?
I can't say at this point. I need to find out a little more. Tell me, has the whole village
The
come
whole
down
village
with
has
it?
come down with the sickness.
I expect so, or why would they be so fearful about it?
Merhoyed? Isn't there a stud farm there? And what of the animals? Did they get infected too?
Yes, there's a stud farm.
All the animals
They've all
died.
died off. The horses, the cattle, chickens, and now it's got to the people.
That is most intriguing. What are we to do about it? Do you know the symptoms?
Yes, more or less.
Excellent. I have several extensive volumes here in the library. Describe the epidemic, including the symptoms, and we could take some guidance there. Can you read?
Yes, I can.
Excellent. So follow me to the scriptorium.
So, where shall we start?
Evidently there's something amiss in the digestive tract.
In the what?
The digestive tract, Henry.
What's that?
Right.
The trouble lies between the mouth and the arsehole.
Uh-huh.
That's a whole lot of
Sure.
space.
Just so.
We can rule
That's
nothing
like
out
here
at this stage.
to
You
down
open
there.
the Breviarum de Sickness Causa. It's a renowned manuscript from Salerno, written by one Johann of St. Paul.
But I don't know Latin.
Fortunately for you, our brother librarian is translating these momentous medical works into the common tongue, so you can still be of use. Study the
Wow,
breviary
wonderful.
carefully and compare the symptoms with the recorded cases. That will guide us. I'll try the proven classics, Avicenna and his Canon Medicinae, and Galen's magnum opus, the Ars Medicinalis.
Yes, of course. Of course. Read. It is known that the body of a man is composed of 4 human. Yeah, whatever. Plague. Excess of mucus. No, it's not plague. Animals do not suffer from dysentery. Okay. Poisoning. Not transmitted between humans. Invite us dance. They are not dancing wildly. Shit. Okay, plague the is often not the best cough present diarrhea when the body endeavors to rid itself of a profound great thirst. Oh, after a few days, sores erupt on the body and
I just can't.
bigger animals. Okay, so it's the plague. Sir, it's the plague.
I think I have it.
Yes? And what do you make of it?
Just in case I'm gonna Google the right answer. Is the
It's turned out to be the worst. The plague.
Really? That sounds rather unlikely. But if Master Johann of St. Paul's says so, who am I to contradict him? We shall have to prepare some medicine at once.
I could help with that.
Really?
Yes. I know my way around the alchemistic arts.
An ordinary fellow who knows the arts of physic? Who would have thought it? Excellent. I'll give you the recipe, and you have my permission to make use of the monastery laboratory.
I'll get started
no
right
way.
away.
I, meanwhile, shall head straight to, where was it again?
Merhoyed.
Oh, yes, Merhoyed. I'll take your hand.
Alchemy!
She has no equal in caring for the sick. Once you have the medication ready, hurry after me.
Thank you, Brother Nicodemus.
Brother!
Good luck, Brother Nicodemus.
And to you, Henry.
God be with you.
It's like witchcraft, but legal. Only if you're a priest. Kind of. Antidote. Nope. My alchemy pantaloons. Get those pantaloons. Oh. Thistle, valerian. Oh. The wrong remedy.
I won't get any sleep. I just won't get any sleep.
So, your handkerchief. No, I mean, not yet.
Merhoyed?
Yes, there's...
Do you...
Yeah.
Good luck to you.
Yes?
It's poisoning.
Really? We shall have... And farewell.
That should be the right one.
I won't get any sleep. I just won't get any sleep.
Thistle, Valerian, and Dark. Right one. Yep. Got a Thistle, Valerian, charcoal. Clean water. All right, hold on. Yeah. Aqua. Evening spin. All right, drop the thistle in. Boil for.
I can't. I just can't.
Perfect. All right. Add the Valerian and boil for turn. That might be too long. Leave it cool and then add the.
I can't sleep again.
That was too long.
I can't. I just can't.
God, I want to kill that the insomniac. He doesn't shut up. All right, we just fucking yeeted it in. All right. Please get it right. Please get it right. Oh! I did it! I have big brain. We didn't gain any levels from it. Yay. Wonderful.
Yeah.
We'll talk to the priest here and then head back to the village.
Lard of all kinds and
Father, Vincent of Merhoyed sent me to you.
What's the matter, my son?
I'm bringing Vincent's last will and testament.
Almighty Father, be merciful. What happened?
Master Vincent has been taken seriously ill. A disease has spread in Merhoyed.
Yes, I did hear that people are sick in some village hereabouts. God in heaven, but Vincent is still alive?
Yes, for now.
Let us hope the good Lord will leave him here with us a while longer. Thank you for bringing it to me. If Vincent passes on, I'll see to his wishes. Here, take a few coins for your trouble.
Thank you, Father.
Thank you, Father.
Good luck then.
Brother! You're staring at a mama holding a baby. Back to Merhoyed. There's Kantaka.
Yeah.
Frames! Fix yourself!
Right, spade, fork tonight.
Look at him go. Look at this. Hold on. This man has been jogging from the Sasau Monastery. Look at him go. And in those shoes? Oh. Oh, and in that black... Yo, if it's a hot day, mans would be sweating. Alright? He would be soaked in sweat. I appreciate the grind. Look at him go. You know, I'm gonna keep watching him. Absolute mad lad. Okay.
So, here I am. How are things looking?
It doesn't look good at all, my boy. Do you have the potion?
Yes, here it is.
I'll take 4 doses, you take the rest, and let's split up. I'll see to the Straw family while you deal with Melikar's wife and the rest. They wouldn't let me go near that prisoner. They want him to suffer. Despite his terrible crimes, to treat a fellow mortal soul like that.
Perhaps I'll be able to convince them. I promised I'd bring them help, and I've kept my word. They must let me go to him.
I hope so, but in the short while I've been here, I've found the locals to be rather stubborn.
Take care now.
Clear to We're gonna do that, yep.
Henry, I'm glad you stopped by.
No, let me sleep.
Can I just transfer? I wanna.
Go away.
You're back?
Of course. I always keep my word.
I don't doubt that, naturally. Did you deliver my will?
It lies securely in the safekeeping of Father Fabian.
What a relief.
Don't worry, I brought a remedy from Sasau. Drink this regularly, you and everyone in the house.
A remedy? You have hands of gold.
No,
Pure
shut.
gold, my boy. God bless you.
He's so nice. I like him. I like you, Vincent. You're cool with me.
Don't speak to me.
Okay, fuck you.
Make it stop.
Go away.
Farewell.
Okay.
You're back?
Yes, and I have something to make you well again.
Good Lord above. Thank you for showing us your mercy.
Drink this and give it to everyone in the house. I've also brought someone who will take care of you until you get back on your feet.
Thank you, Good Samaritan.
Dr. Henry to the rescue. Brother!
Brother, is that you? We have to hitch up the sled.
Yes, the sled. Just you drink this
Brother.
and you'll be fine.
I brought you a
holy
drink.
Water, brother?
It is.
Yes, brother.
Drink some and give it to the others in the house too. Brother Nicodemus will come to check on you.
Those days are gone.
We found out what could be the cause of the affliction.
And?
You should check where your water's coming from. Nicodemus and I think that it comes down to poisoning.
It'd be hard to poison the spring, but what about the well? Good Lord, that's difficult to believe.
I have my suspicions.
The bastards weren't satisfied with killing young Straw. The fucking bastards!
I brought some help, as promised. Will you let me see the prisoner?
I will let you, I will. Of course I will. My boy, if you've really brought a potion to rid us of this scourge, I'll let you do anything.
Anything?
Whether I've managed to rid you of the scourge, that remains to be seen. It'll take a few days before we know whether the potion worked.
I know, but even so, just the fact that someone cares, that means a lot to us.
Thank Brother Nicodemus. Without him, there'd have been no potion.
I'll do that. Now open up that shed. Farewell.
Anything? Know it.
Now let's wait and see what happens.
Oh, sweet Mary, Mother of God. I can't bear the pain.
How long do I have to wait, though? 3 hours? Give or take.
The agony.
Wait a bit. There we
Welcome back to the land of the living.
Who are you?
My name is Henry, and I'm investigating on behalf of Sir Radzig Kobyla.
Oh, I see. You'll have an easy job with me, boy.
How so?
I won't give you any problems.
That's sensible of you.
I'm a sensible man. Only I'd like to get it over quick and not keep the Ratte executioner busy too long, if you catch my drift.
I understand.
What do you want to know?
Everything. First, tell me who's behind all this. Who do you follow?
I follow the coin, lad. We all do.
That's not news to me, but who pays the coin?
I got my pay from Runt, like all the men in Pribyslavitz. And Runt got his money from the chief, and the chief had the coin minted.
Who's the chief? The bandit leader?
Bandit? If he heard you say that, he'd have your head on a spike. That's the kind of man he is. Nobody knows much about him, though. Only that he ain't Czech.
So he's a foreigner? German?
Don't think so. For sure he ain't Czech. And he's got plenty of coin. I'd stake my neck on it. He's got noble blood in his veins.
Judging by how he looks.
More by the way he talks. Any man can dress up like nobility, but he spoke all la-di-da, like a lord.
Where's that chief of yours now?
I've no idea. After Pribyslavitz, he ordered us to raid Merhoyed, but he wasn't with us. He went off who knows where. I don't reckon he'll be out of your hair for long, though.
So the chief is in command of all these operations?
You could say. I'd say you're looking at it all wrong, though.
How's that?
You ask who's in charge and who answers to who, only this ain't some noble court. There was all sorts of gangs in Pribyslavitz, big and small. Robber barons who had their own brigades calling them my lord, and common footpads who hadn't a pot to piss in. Men came, men went. Lots of squabbles, the occasional murder. Old cronies and old rivals were meeting. You know what I mean?
I suppose so.
It was one big muddle. The main thing was nobody asked questions. I didn't give a damn who the chief was or what he had in mind or whether he had one ball or two. All I was interested in
Wait, did he have
was the
2 or
coin.
1 balls? We gotta know.
How did you know about Pribyslavitz? Who took you there?
A fellow by the name of Moorcock.
No,
met me
he
at Quedlinburg.
returns!
I was robbing burghers who were fleeing the town from Sigismund's army.
My
We got
nemesis!
to talking, and he told me about Pribyslavitz.
Why did you attack Merhoyed?
I'm not saying
The
it.
chief
I'm not.
himself gave us the order.
I'm
but
not
I
saying
reckon
it.
He wanted to show the
I'm not
local
saying
lords
it.
He was nowhere near finished.
So he's planning more raids?
The chief's always planning
Well, there's
something.
one thing I want to say, but it would get clipped
Pribyslavitz
so
was
fast.
only the start.
So you knew the coin was counterfeit?
Our
Of course
hero
I
is
did.
back.
I brought those groschen to Pribyslavitz, along with a few other things.
Did you? And where did the forgeries come from?
Like, where were they made? I don't know. Some merchant by the name of Menhart gave them to me. We used to meet at the charcoal piles near Rovna, by the crossroads there. As it happens, I'm supposed to be meeting him there about now.
So Menhart's waiting there?
Might be, might not. He could have heard what happened in Pribyslavitz and decided not to show.
And does this Menhart know where the coin comes from?
How should I know? To me, he's just another link in the chain. I deal with him, and I never ask who he deals with. Just like he knows nothing about me.
I see. So I suppose there's no point asking you if you know any more about him.
It'd be a waste of breath. All he did was give me the coin, and then we went our separate ways.
Who else knows about the money?
Apart from the chief, Menhart, Runt, and me, there was a few others. The men got some real money too, with the false stuff. It'd be suspicious if they only had freshly minted coin.
You said you used to bring other things. What were they?
Letters. Menhart would give them to me for the chief. This time I was taking an answer back to Menhart too.
Have you still got that letter?
Aye. The yokels round here ain't got much interest in correspondence, apparently.
Give it to me then.
I'd be delighted.
What were the letters about?
If I knew how to read, I wouldn't be trusted to carry letters, would I?
Fair point.
I took them from Menhart to the chief and back. That's all.
That's all I need to know for now.
For now, for the love of Christ, boy, don't let the executioner interrogate me. I've already told you everything I know.
Not up to me.
That's for Sir Radzig to judge.
Henry, I think old Straw's come for the brigand.
Step back from that Eden, young fella.
But you can't kill me. Not just like that.
Shut the fuck up, you weasel, and keep it fucking shut. You don't even get a say.
Calm down, Straw. He won't escape justice. After all, he's...
Don't stand in my way, Melikar.
Let Henry decide. He's the one who saved his life.
Let's talk about it.
To hell with that. That Orson killed my boy. He won't leave Merhoyed alive.
Listen to me, Straw. That isn't going to help anyone. You're a decent man, not a killer. Think of your wife.
And where's the justice in that? My boy cut down on his youth. Didn't even have a chance to marry. And that cutthroat swine left walking the earth.
Don't worry, he won't escape justice. Surely you don't think Sir Radzig will just let him go?
What's Sir Radzig to me? You won't even let me avenge the death of my own son. Take him then. Take him and leave me with nothing but my grief.
I promise you he'll suffer for what he did.
Be quiet and go quickly before I change my mind.
Off to Rattay we go. So fun fact, if we took this, if we had also taken that Cumin captive from several streams ago, when we bring this guy to jail, the Cumin breaks out of his jail and stabs this guy. No clue fucking why that happens, but it happened. Fucking funny though when it happened first time I was playing. Oh. Let's see. Part of me actually wants to do the Talmberg quest DLC line before we report the Reds. That's what we are going to do. We're gonna make Pribyslavitz fancy. Let me look up. d-
Yeah.
Is what better? I zoned out. I was reading. Ah! No, not again. Not getting trapped in the trees. Oh.
Yeah.
So I already have all the achievements for this DLC. It'll be just be building our home, pretty much. Fun little thing to do. There'll be like quests and stuff to do there.
Yeah.
We have a boatload of groschen, so we should be able to like really go ham at building pretty much everything, I think.
Yeah.
Tree! Yeah. Cabin weave. Dark and spooky in Talmberg today. Ooh. Oh, fuck it.
Yeah.
Excuse me, pardon me.
Yeah.
Look out. For nourishment, okay. That provides too much. Need like 10.
Yeah.
Trying to level up my fucking alcoholism.
God save you, Henry.
You too, random person. I like how we have. I love how we have balanced diet, yet the only thing Henry has consumed for like the past 3 days, or even longer, has just been booze. Where's the Divish? Where the fuck are you? Soup walking his own battlements? He never does that. Old man, what are you doing?
Greetings. What do you need? Can I be of service to you, Sir Divish?
He lives out of yeah.
I've heard talk that something is going on in Pribyslavitz.
Henry, you've come at just the right moment. I sent a man to Pribyslavitz. My locator, Marius.
What's a locator?
A land allocator. I charged him with checking on the condition of the settlement to see if we can start rebuilding it.
You're planning to resettle the village?
Yes.
Why Pribyslavitz of all places?
Because it's been lying fallow and falling into ruin since it was sacked by Havelmedic years ago. It's about time that changed.
Well, it should be safe there now. We trounced that rabble on the battlefield.
Yes, and that's why I sent my master locator there. However, he should have been back long since.
If you've no objection, I could go and look for him.
I'd appreciate that. He probably just got delayed. But I'd be happier if you checked it out.
See you later.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Off we go. Straight through the woods here. Do not hit any fucking branches. We're a pro gamer.
Yeah.
Pro gamer. This site. It looks interesting.
Yeah.
Howdy, gents. Pleasure to meet you. And there's a good amount of you.
Come on.
So, it's all clear to me now.
What is? Who are you? You've no business here.
I'm Henry, and I was expecting to find you here.
What? How could you?
Sir Divish's locator went missing around these parts.
Well, it seems like he's all out of luck, don't it? Divish ought to have sent someone better than you to parley.
He didn't send me to parley, he sent me to deal with it.
Deal with it? There's plenty of us and you're on your own, so I'd think twice about how you're going to deal with that.
Oh.
Let him go, right now. Or you can stay here and feed the crows, like the rabble who were here before you.
All right. No need to be hasty, eh? We'll be on our way then. Quietly. That fella's in the tent over there.
Yeah, that's what I thought, you bitches. You guys leave behind any loot though? Nothing good.
Psst. I'm being held captive. Help.
You don't need to whisper, they're gone, my dude. Okay.
Help me.
Maybe, I'll think about it if I'm in a good mood.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
My pleasure. Sir Divish sent me to find you, and it looks like I arrived just in time.
God's truth.
I'm Henry of Scalith.
My name is Marius Belek, Master Locator. Sir Divish sent me here to survey the area.
Well, the outlaws are out of the way, so we can go and report to him, right?
Not just yet. Those bastards caught me as soon as I arrived, and so far all I've seen is the inside of the tent they tied me up in. I still have a job to do. Come along with me, if you like. We'll report to Sir Divish afterwards.
I'll escort you then. At least I can make sure you don't get caught again.
What? Are there more of those bandits around?
No, I just meant...
It was a joke.
Never mind. Should we get going?
This is a good spot for the rat house. Every village must have
Ah,
one.
of course, every village, yes.
It'll be nice and prominent here. It's on the hillside, so the foundations will stay dry. It can have its own little square, close to the church. There's no better site here.
Of course.
The church is still standing. Good. Good.
Good.
Whoever built it did a
Good.
good job, considering how old it is and what
Execute
it's been
all
through recently.
66
It stood
dead.
up well. It won't be an easy job to fix it, but it can be done. Timber alone won't do, though.
Yeah, what about if we get some duct tape? I think it'll fix everything. What's this growing on the stone? Rada, that's moss. That moss on the rock? It's moss on the rock! And on the tree. Anytime I see... I'm surprised Moss hasn't told me to fucking shut up with this. But like whenever I see the word moss and when I'm reading a book, I just take a picture and send it to Moss. I'm hoping there's another sighting tonight, because then that'll be like 2 days in a row, 3 days in a row of Moss sighting.
We could fit at least one tradesman's shop here. Maybe a baker's?
What does he bake? Please tell me he bakes special brownies. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
There's quite a lot of space here. It just needs clearing thoroughly. Then we could even fit stables here. approach road and the stream.
Yeah. A stream. Got water in it. And this do be the main approach. Got a bridge. Very nice. Pretty straight. I killed a lot of people on this bridge, my dude. There's probably still blood in the river. I'm not gonna lie. There's probably a fuck ton of blood down there.
I reckon it would make sense to build a
When I say I
weir
murdered a lot of,
stream
I
down
murdered
there.
like at
The
least
water
10
here is
people on this
clean
bridge.
and can be used to supply the village until we sink a
It
well.
doesn't seem like you care about
It's a good
infection
thing we
through
have
blood.
this stream.
All right.
No point in building without a water source. Supplies and trade will flow through here.
I totally agree. I don't see what natural resources except for timber this place has to offer, but sure. It's not like we don't have a silver mine here. You know, that would be very useful for us in our current circumstances, but no. That's not present.
I can't even see past the trees and ruins whether there's room for anything there. But at least the trees are strong and healthy. All we need is a few good woodcutters, and we won't have to bring in any timber from elsewhere.
Of course.
Stone foundations. They'll come in handy, and we're close to the stream.
Whatever that means. I'm no interior decorator. I'm Henry of Skalitz. Blacksmith's son. All around pretty cool dude. Undefeated tournament champion. Like, I'm at 7 wins right now. 7-win streak, I think. No one can beat me. No one can beat. I only lost once, and that was at the very beginning.
Lots of space here.
Yeah. Yeah, there do be quite a bit of space. Don't eat from any of those pots. I did poison them. Don't know if the poison would still be active, but just in case, my
There's a well
dude.
here already. All the better.
Yeah, I meant to poison that, but the game wouldn't let me when I tried to invade or well sneak through here. So yeah, it's untouched. And look, we got mossy stone. What more do you need? Don't need anything more. This is already a greatest spot in the world.
Big space, clean water, close to the village green. Good site for an inn.
Fantastic spot for an inn. Oh yeah, no, I think we lost 160. And for us back then, that was a lot of money, Tarada.
What's that then?
I still don't forgive you.
Most essential surveying is done.
So, Master Locator, ready to start building?
There's a long way to go before that. The few ruins that are left are basically beyond repair. It's all overgrown with brush.
Oh dear.
We'll have to get it all cleared before we can start rebuilding it.
So it is possible to rebuild everything?
Yes, absolutely.
But building a whole village
It
is no
was your
small
idea.
enterprise.
You don't don't
We'll
you
need
try
timber.
and divert the
Lots of
blame
it.
on me.
Which isn't a problem in the middle of the woods, of course. We'll have to hire wage labor to begin with. Quite a lot of men. I think we should get started without delay. There's a lot of work involved, but it'll be well worth the effort. I can just imagine it. The church will dominate the whole settlement.
Oh, that's good news. When will you inform Sir Divish?
My wait.
Karada, I
I'll head
have
to Talmberg right away.
the stream saved.
Would you keep an eye on things
Bitch.
here in the meantime? It would be rather embarrassing to run into more bandits when I return.
you
with
wanna
Sir
prove-
Divish.
No problem. I'll be right here.
It shouldn't take us long.
To 12 days later.
My lord, welcome to
Will you look?
Pribyslavitz.
No, I won't look it
That
up.
is to say, welcome back to Pribyslavitz after all these years. Well, what's left of it.
Not to worry, Marius. I'm glad to be back in my old hamlet. Although, it seems to have aged about as gracefully as I have over the years.
I beg to differ, sir. It's quite dilapidated, unlike your good self, but at least it's safe now. Thanks in part to Henry here, who also saved me from a predicament that cost me valuable time. Who knows? If it hadn't been for him, we might not even be talking now.
Well, lad, in the end, you managed things in your own way, I see. Just as you said you would.
I did my best, sir.
Oh, that would be rude. I drove them
They
off.
didn't look all that tough, so I put a bit of pressure on them and they took to their heels.
You were outnumbered and you scared them off?
Nah, they were greenhorns. I think they may have been a bit intimidated by me.
Let's hope they don't try anything like that again.
I'm quite sure they won't, sir.
Let's get down to the matter in hand, shall we? What state is Pribyslavitz in?
Sir, in my official capacity as locator, I am gratified to inform you that the hamlet of Pribyslavitz may be renewed. And indeed it offers prospects of considerable expansion beyond its former limits.
Splendid. Finally, some good news for this province.
And badly needed, too.
So, what have you discovered so far? I want to know all
I like
the
how they
details.
added in. It's a completely unnecessary detail that they didn't really need because you don't really see it in this cutscene. But Sir Divish is accompanied by 2 guards. I like that.
We had a scout around.
We conducted a basic survey, from which we can make a preliminary outline of the parcels. I already have in my head an initial plan of what can be built where.
We should certainly have a church. I'd like to preserve
That's a
the
well-armored
existing
guard, too. Holy shit,
That
he's got a
should
brigandine.
present no serious obstacles. The building is in much better condition than we anticipated. But extensive reconstruction will be required.
That's to be expected.
There's a stream here, and a well, right in the middle of the village.
Yes, and there are abundant woods around. Clearing them will provide both extra land and timber supplies that we can use right away.
Right now, I believe we're standing on the village green, aren't we?
The future green, that is. The village centre will comprise at least 6 large buildings to begin with. We can't fit any more than that here, so there will be other buildings away from the square, in particular more extensive structures.
I'm glad to hear it. I never expected you'd find so much space here in the middle of the woods. The building work
I mean,
we're
all you
about
do is
to
chop down
engage
some
in
woods and
is only
some
the
trees,
first
and
part of
boom,
my
you have
plan.
more space.
Later, we'll clear more forests for agricultural land
Big
and
brain.
build more farmhouses. But for now, we'll have to focus on more sensible goals.
As you wish, my lord.
Rebuilding a whole village must cost a king's ransom, though.
It's true it won't come cheap. Before the tradesmen settle here and start producing and trading, it will be necessary to invest a certain amount of capital.
A certain amount? How much exactly?
I wouldn't venture to state a precise amount at this point, but I expect it will come to some thousands, even tens of thousands of groschen.
Oh, we have the money.
I hope you're good at haggling.
We shall, of course, attempt to procure everything at the best possible price. But raising a settlement from the ashes you see around you is a costly business. Nevertheless, I can assure you, my lord, that if all goes well, the investment shall all come back to you with interest.
I hope I shall live to enjoy it, Master Marius.
A village isn't a village without villagers. You'll need new subjects. Even preparing the ground for building will need lots of labour. Where can we find so many people, sir?
You sound skeptical, lad. But it's a good question. I've already given it some thought. I've agreed with Radzik and Hanish that we shall make an announcement in Rattay to invite people to move here and help with the construction, which will bring them many
only
benefits,
thousands, easy,
but
yeah.
also obligations. In addition,
Our horse
I
has just
expect
got
the prospects
sacks
of
of
a new
fucking
home will
money
appeal
on
to
him.
your former Skalitz neighbors, more than a makeshift camp by the castle walls.
They'll be delighted, sir.
A splendid solution, sir. I've also been concerned about how to bring settlers here, but now it seems there will be no shortage of new inhabitants after all.
It seems things are finally looking up. We routed the bandits in battle, and Henry took care of the remnants. When can we get to work?
Right away, as far as I'm concerned. All we need is people and the necessary funds. And we'll need someone to keep order, at least in the interim.
True. I'll leave you some of my men.
If I may, I would recommend quickly appointing a bailiff to take responsibility for the renewal of the village, its coffers and its citizens.
True. First things first. Since you understand these matters best, you shall take charge of the land parceling and building works. You'll be available to the bailiff, but answerable directly to me.
I'd be honored, sir. Thank you.
And, as regards the office of bailiff, what about you, Henry?
Yes, sir.
Me? I totally
You've
wasn't
proven yourself
expecting
well.
that.
You've demonstrated that you're capable of solving problems, and you command the respect of your former Skalitz neighbors.
Well, I'm not so sure.
And you're also capable of maintaining law and order.
I must concur.
So, let us expedite matters. Henry, I hereby appoint you to the office of bailiff of the hamlet of Pribyslavitz, in my domain.
My lord, it's a great honor.
So I am a
You will
vassal of
oversee the
Radzig,
initial renewal and
or squire of
administration of the
Radzig,
village that will set the
and
ground
now
for further
technically a
development.
vassal of Divish.
But don't imagine it'll be a bed of roses, lad. Being bailiff doesn't mean you can do whatever
Fun
you
fact,
like.
that sort of thing
If you
happened in
don't
real
treat
life.
the
The
settlers
King of
rightly,
England
I'll
was
soon
also
find
technically a
out and
subject
relieve
of the
you
King
your
of
office.
France because of the
Besides,
Duchy of
we
Aquitaine.
can't spare a single groschen from the Talmberg coffers now, with the
No, the
province in
Duchy of Bordeaux.
chaos. So, you'll have to cover the cost for the building work from your own purse.
Me? But Marius said it would cost a fortune.
True, but from what I hear, you know how to get your hands on.
Who told you that? Who told you I know how to procure money?
You'll manage it just
Who
fine.
told you? Who snitched?
I'd like to know who's been spreading such gossip.
And I am assigning you certain specific tasks. You must ensure the rebuilding of the church. That means complete reconstruction, wall paintings, and a new altar. See to it that in the future, the village will be capable of supporting a certain number of people. For that, you will need to ensure
It's a
the
little weird.
construction
I
of
never really
essential
fully
artisans'
grasped
buildings.
how
And
it
ultimately,
worked. It
the
seems like
village
the
must produce
French king and the
sufficient
English king
earnings
came to like an
fund
agreement
further expansion.
But
where
sir,
they kind of
I've never done.
worked as
I understand your
equals
concerns,
when it came
but
to the
you'll be
governance
handsomely
of the
rewarded.
Duchy of Bordeaux.
I shall
Like if
grant
there
you
was
the proceeds from the whole village for the
subject
first 5
issues
years,
inside of
and you
Bordeaux,
have my permission
the
to
French
use the
and
surrounding
English
woods
king
and
would like
land
work
as
together,
you see fit.
Well,
solve
that's
them or something. It was weird.
I mean, are you sure I'm the right man for the job, sir? It's a lot of responsibility.
As you said yourself, Henry, it's a great honor. Besides, you won't be alone in it. I'll assist you and supervise the construction work.
Phew. All right, then.
So, we're agreed. You'll give this document to the Rete bailiff. He'll make the announcement to invite settlers, which should ensure enough people to begin work. At the same time, your official appointment as bailiff will be announced.
I don't know what to say, sir.
I'm sure you won't disappoint me, Henry. And now I must get back to my duties at Talmberg. Send word when everything is prepared.
Certainly, sir. Have a safe journey.
Farewell, sir.
No, it's to ride all the way back to Ratai now. Fun. Fun time. Yeah, so it obviously saying that he was also that at the same time the King of England was a subject of another king is vastly oversimplifying it, of course. But it's also not wrong to say that. It was solely in the domain of the kingdom of, in the Duchy of Bordeaux, I believe was the name of the province. Was where this would happen. Like during King Edward I's reign, there was a rebel issue inside borders of Bordeaux. And so, and most of the time what would happen is the French king would just let the English monarch deal with the issues himself, right? He wouldn't really get involved. However, the subject there, the rebellious subject, knew that he could apply to like the king's court in Paris to get like a meeting or something for the French king to intervene. So like the French king was capable of intervening, and like really if the English were to say no, then it would essentially be war with the French, from how I understood it. But what would happen from there is that I believe it was Edward's father, and then I can't remember which French king, but they came to some mutual agreement where it was like, yo, if we have to deal with this court issue or whatever, we will treat like equals or whatever. When it comes to the governance, it won't be like a true, lord and vassal kind of relationship. It would be more of an equals relationship. But then King Philip the Fair of France said, you know what, fuck that, we're going to war with England. And so he kind of forced Edward's hand pretty much into getting a war, because Philip wanted to get the land of Bordeaux back under French hands. Philip? Cat? Oh wait, you're talking about King Philip of France. Okay. Took me a second, 'cause I was like, oh yeah, your name's Philip too. Ooh. Yeah, that same Philip the Fair, I think was his moniker. He's the same Philip that brought down the Templar Order, because the French monarchy owed a lot of money to the Templar Order, and he was not happy about the amount of money he owed the Templars. And so were a lot of people in medieval England. They were not happy with the amount of money they owed the Templars. Ah. Both. What's funny is we're gonna get to Ratai, we're gonna talk to people for a few minutes, and then the game is gonna be like, alright, go back to Pripyat. Here you go, Philip. Almost there. Almost there. Almost. More than halfway. 90%. We're getting there. We'll get there. Knock, knock.
I should say so. The bishop's vicar came to Ujits, and not even Sir Hanush knows what he's after in these parts. Something must be up, but I couldn't tell you more than that.
I have a document for you from Sir Divish. It concerns the renewal of Pribyslavitz.
The village you drove those bandits out of?
The very same.
So it's true then? Good. Good. Let me see that document then.
Here it is.
I mean, of course
So
there
what have
were.
we here? It says I should announce that anyone interested may move to Pribyslavitz to live and work. And Sir Radzig and Sir Hanush also give their consent. In that case, let's not waste any time. Come along with me. God be with you.
Let it bake
Come
a
and
bit,
buy
you'll
some.
be able to feed the whole family with fresh
Ring,
bread.
ring, ring. Gather round, people. Poor people, gather round, yes. Oh. Yeah, Frederick was a bit. Yeah, he definitely was. That's a fact. God be with you, Alex. Yeah.
Hear ye, hear ye. It is hereby announced, in the name of Sir Hanush and Sir Divish,
In their names.
that you, the citizens of Ratai,
That means
as
you,
well as
all
those
of
who
you.
have found temporary refuge here, are permitted to move to the hamlet of Pribyslavitz, to the north of Talmberg Castle.
It's that way.
Wherein you shall be vouchsafed a new life and new dwellings.
Homes.
Providing that you shall contribute to the renewal of the hamlet.
Work.
All those who choose to accept this offer shall be exempted from payment of taxes for a period of 5 years.
No taxes.
They shall be permitted also to make use of timber from the surrounding woods and water from the streams.
Aqua.
The hamlet of Pribyslavitz lies in the domain of Sir Divish of Talmberg, and all who settle there shall be duty-bound to him.
Servants.
It is furthermore hereby announced that Henry of Skalitz is appointed to the administration of Pribyslavitz and the office of bailiff therein.
That means we're
which
equals.
office and privilege have been conferred upon him by Sir Divish for loyalty and services rendered. I would therefore recommend that our Skalitz friends consider this offer very seriously, as nothing better is likely to come your way anytime soon.
Okay, that was a bit rude. You didn't have to put it that way. Alright, so Hanush has a quest for us, though. We're taking a diversion from restoring Pribyslavitz to Hanish's quest.
Greetings. What business have you? Henry!
Hey there,
Just the
Nulika.
man I want to see. I need help with something.
What's the problem, sir?
The Archbishop's vicar has come to Uzhitz. I don't know why exactly, but the rumor is that he's on the hunt for heretics, which frankly never meant any good, especially for me.
I'm sorry, but I'm not really up on religious ranks, sir. What does a vicar do, exactly?
You don't have to apologize. It's the devil's own work to make sense of their twisted hierarchy. The vicar is short for vicarious, meaning in place of. He has full power to act on his superior's behalf.
Heretics!
In this case, sadly, the superior in question is that nincompoop, Archbishop Zbigniew Hare of Hassenburg.
What should I do about him, then?
Firstly, find out why he's really here. He might truly be on the hunt for heretics, which wouldn't be good news. Or it's equally possible he's here to size up my estate, which would be even worse.
I understand. And then what?
The best thing for me and all concerned would be for him to pack his bags and go back to Prague.
And how can I, encourage him to do that? I can't just kick him out, can I?
No, of course not. But if you can make him believe there's nothing to find here, he'll be off in no time. So tell him I've sent you to assist him.
I understand. And my task is to assist him in finding nothing.
Indeed.
Very well.
Yeah,
I'll
fuck,
get
I
going
meant this
straight away.
Good luck, lad. And be careful. Clergymen are wily weasels. So take care.
I'll be careful. Don't worry, Sir Hanish.
Take care.
Damn it.
See you later.
Alright. Well, Denzians. Rid of the vicar. Off to Uzhitz we go.
Yeah.
Weave through the trees. Get hit by a branch.
Yeah.
No one saw anything. I did not get hit. I didn't fall off my horse. Never. Never happened. It'd be so embarrassing for someone with over 300 hours in this game to fall off their horse. Embarrassing. Imagine, yeah, right, Tarada? Why does Ujits have to be so far away? Fucking hell. Priest bro, where you at? What the fuck is that? Yo, they about to kiss.
What do you want here, lad?
God save, Monsignor. My name's Henry, and I've been sent by Sir Hanish of Lipa.
Sir Hanish, And why is he sending you?
I'm to assist you in your search.
Oh, I see. How considerate of him. Well, you've come at the right time. I need someone who'll go unnoticed among the locals. I'm sure Sir Hanish told you what I'm doing here.
He said you're looking for heretics?
Exactly. I'm seeking out the sores that inflict the body of the church. The rash of heretics. Valdensians.
Heretics.
Dangerous heretics, one and all.
How can I help you then?
Excellent. Let's get right to the point, Henry. I know how to get to where the heretics congregate.
And what's stopping you from going there, sir?
That is to say, I know in theory. The crux of the matter is this. We caught a heretic in Gutenberg who told us of the heretics in Ushitz. Regrettably, by the time he got around to describing their meeting place, he was already raving and hardly coherent.
I see. So do you know where they meet up, or don't you?
Possibly. His account was confused, to say the least. I have a record somewhere here. Can you read, boy?
Naturally, Father. Otherwise, Sir Hanish wouldn't have sent me.
I see. It's a good thing at least the servants of the nobility are getting a suitable education. Some of their own offspring can hardly write their own names. Here's the record of the interrogation. From what I can make out, his description of the route starts at the local tavern. Once you've found something out, come back and see me.
I'll do my best, Father.
Well, I'm not from Ujits exactly, so I don't know how well they'll accept me.
That's good, because the last thing I need is one of these local good-for-nothings. I can't trust a single one of them. And they don't trust me either. But you're an ordinary lad with a likable face.
Oh, shit.
If a bit simple-looking, you'll have a much better
Fuck
chance
you.
of learning their secrets.
You flatter me.
It is not simple looking.
Very well then.
I just have a helmet on.
Are there any suspects?
Everyone is a suspect. You can be sure of that.
You're the one with a
But I'll know
fucking
more
wisp of
after
hair
I
around a
finish the
bald head.
interrogations.
You're simple looking.
How did you conclude there are heretics here?
Got him.
We caught one in Gutenberg. He confessed to everything, including meeting up with others in Ushitz a few times.
And that was all he told you?
By the end, all his strength had left him, so he couldn't even put together a list.
But that doesn't necessarily mean any of them are from Ujits. Maybe they just meet here.
That is indeed possible, but I want certainty, not conjecture.
Who are these Valdensians? I've never heard of them.
Really? Then you've either not been paying attention in church, or the parish priest in Ratai is too idle to read out the bishop's missive to the
Or
congregation.
if I haven't been attending church.
Both possibilities are equally disturbing, but I'll allow you the benefit of the doubt and assume it's the latter.
Thank
but
you,
to answer your
Mr.
question,
Priest dude.
it's a heretical sect.
I gathered that much. But what form does the heresy take?
Look, boy, I don't have time right now to embark on theological disputation. Besides which, it's not something you need concern yourself with. Suffice it to say, they are heretics.
Very well, Monsignor. I'll get working on it, sir.
God be with you, my son.
Father? My dear when I discuss with you our currency reforms. Nope, that's the wrong one. This is at first, we were upon the extremes instructions. Did find a response to a query. Yeah, my friend, it was just a den of including where the people were drinking and fornicating, so I left that corrupt place at once. And once I saw another abomination, the temple of the bride of the Antichrist. Proud, but ink. See, there. What a nice little grave we got back here. Don't mind if I look. A little snooping. Oh, you're just dead. Boring.
Yeah.
He went up to a crossroads. There's like an opening. It just be. No. Wait, that way?
Yeah.
I think it's really far up. I can't remember. Horsey do go brrr. Devil's Furrow. Hmm. Fucking remember. That's a good question. And that's a question for an archaeologist and not me. Holy frame drop, Batman.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Get me out of the tree. Oh, wait. I think I just stumbled on it. Or not. No. Why the fuck are people sitting in a circle with a bunch of apples? They're dwarfs.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
That location? Here?
Yeah.
If I want to leave the province, I'll have to get permission from Sir Radzig.
Yeah.
What do you mean, Nulika? we do have a village now. We do have Pribyslavitz.
It seems I found it. A cross, nicely carved. Someone in the village might recognize it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there was a quest activity marker right over here.
I hope I can be of some humble service to you.
Do you know anything about local brawlers?
Why do you ask?
I like a good punch-up myself, so I'm keen on meeting like-minded fellows.
Then you're in luck, because I'm in charge of all the fights here. You want to join in right now? Or have you any questions?
I want to fight.
Well, if you're as good as you are keen, it'll surely be interesting. But before the two of us start brawling, you have to beat the others.
Who are they? And where can I find them?
Lads from Ujits. Mash, Maple, and Ma. Joseph.
Alright.
Farewell.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
We're gonna talk to the priest here in Ujits. He ought to know something. This site do be interesting. Hey there, Portuguese general. Don't tell me they're fucking us now.
Look out!
I'm doing good. How are you? There is... Let's talk to the Vic. Glad to hear it. There you.
God be with you.
God be with you.
Father, I wonder if you could tell me whose cross this is.
I do know, but I'm not sure I can tell you.
I don't understand. Why not?
People said they saw you talking with a vicar. They're afraid that Sir Hanu sent you here to help him.
That's not how it is.
And how is it?
Sir Hanush sent me to find out what he wants, and to get him out of here if possible.
Well, then we share the same interest. But I'd still prefer it to end with nobody burned at the stake.
You and me both.
That's good to hear. Where did you find the cross?
Let's do a deal. I'll tell you where I found it, and you tell me whose it is.
Very well. Tell me.
I found it in the woods. It looked like people met there. There were other things, candles, a cloth, and so on.
Damn it. That really does seem like...
That the vicar is right to be looking here. It surprised me, too. So whose is it?
The cross is definitely the Bowers, I remember that. But that just can't be. I can't believe it. If they really are heretics, though...
What do you want to do?
I don't know. But I'll do anything in my power to prevent a heretic witch hunt taking hold here.
I see. It wouldn't make Sir Hanush too happy either.
My thoughts exactly. But the question still remains what to do about it. The vicar won't give up till he's found what he wants. You know what, boy? Before we do anything else, we ought to make sure whether there really are heretics here.
What do you propose?
That's simple. Listen to how they say their prayers.
But how can I listen to their private prayers? I don't suppose they'll be praying that way in the church.
Certainly not. In the church they'd pray the usual way. But at home it's a different matter entirely. I know they meet at the farm in the evening with all the domestics. They'll surely be praying then.
All right, but how can I listen in?
I don't know. Crouch beneath the window? Climb up in the loft? That way you'll be sure to hear everything said in the main room.
What do you know about the Bowers?
When I think about it now, they're a little peculiar.
What do you mean?
Well, they do rather keep themselves to themselves. They attend Mass, true enough. They leave the moment it's over. And I've never seen them at a dance or a celebration of any kind. But on the other hand, they give more alms to the needy in the village than anyone. I can't deny them that.
Where did those Bower folk come from?
I don't really know. I've never spoken to them much, but they've not been here long, only 2 or 3 years.
And the cross? Did you consecrate that for the Bowers themselves?
No. It belonged to the family who lived on the farm before them. That was quite a sad story.
Right, I'll get on with it.
God be with you.
All right, the Bower family we got. Way down.
Yeah!
No one will know anything. Our metal ass crawling around.
Ah, I could try listening from here.
Stealthy as fuck.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Bless us, O Lord, and these thy gifts which we are bound to receive from thy bounty. Through Christ our Lord. Amen.
Amen. A woman leading the prayer.
They took old Wenzel to the presbytery today. His farm is nearby. It's only a matter of time before...
Before they come for me. I know.
And what are we going to do about it? That vicar is baying for blood, the beast. He will devour you alive.
I do not intend to do anything about it. I shall not waver from my faith, nor turn my back on it.
My dear, what on earth are you saying?
If they come for me, I will go quietly. And I will not lie.
Are you serious? Don't you know what they'll do to you?
I can well imagine. But I am resolved.
The Lord have mercy.
Do not fear. I surrender to God's will. And I do not condemn you if you decide to leave.
I'll stay by your side, although I'd rather that you decided otherwise.
I know. And you have no fear, my brothers in Christ. Stay true to God's plan, as I shall. Go and spread the true faith amongst all good folk.
I'm sorry, I wish there was another way.
You should eat your supper and depart right away. Who knows? You may come for us at dawn.
Snaky booky, like. I'm gonna sleep in their own house without them knowing. They'll never check the roof.
God be with you.
Farmer Bauer?
Do we know each other?
Never know.
Well, not exactly, but...
Then we have nothing to talk about. I'm sorry.
It's not who I am that matters, it's what I know.
I don't understand. And I have quite a bit of work to do, so if you'll excuse me.
I know who you are, and I want to help you.
What do you mean, who I am? Look here, lad. If this is some kind of joke, I've heard better ones. Now, as I said, I have work to attend to.
I know that you're not, well, proper Christians. I overheard you at your supper table.
You spied on us. Let me guess. You're working for that vicar.
As I said, it doesn't matter who I am, but I want to help you, which I won't be able to do if your wife confesses.
Unbelievable. And why should I trust you?
You don't have much of a choice. I thought if you could talk her out of it...
And you think I haven't tried? She simply won't back down. And in truth, I can't fault her for it.
There must be a way.
That's exactly what I told myself at first. Yes, there must be a way. It must be resolved somehow. I think of nothing else, day and night, except how to pull ourselves from the fire. And however much I deliberate, all I can think, God forgive me, is that there's probably only one solution. One way we can be saved.
Which is?
I can hope that God will have mercy on us, and something will happen to the vicar before he takes me and my wife in for questioning, but just the thought that I'm wishing for another man's death. Christ forgive me.
I'll try to have a word with your wife.
As you wish, but Steadfast could be her middle name. That's one of the reasons I married her.
There's no need to upset yourself. It's understandable. You're only human.
Indeed I am. But I thought I was a better man than that. But enough of this. I'm not here to bare my soul to some servant of the vicar's.
I'm not asking you to. Oh well, at least I tried.
God...
You're right.
We can talk her out of it.
Good morning.
Mistress Bauer,
What is it you need?
I've come to ask something of you.
Have you? And just who are you, young man?
That doesn't matter. The important thing is that I want to help you and your husband.
I admit that I'm a little confused. You've come to ask me something, but at the same time you want to help me. What's going on?
I want to ask you not to confess to the vicar. Just take your husband and get out of here while there's still time.
I have no idea why you're so taken with my fate, or how you found out about my intentions. But I'll tell you one thing. Changing my mind is out of the question. I won't betray my faith, nor my brothers in Christ.
Believe me, I know how cowardly it feels to flee. What it's like to abandon your nearest and dearest when they need you most.
Then you must understand why I can't do the same.
I do. But I also know that if I died that day, I would have achieved nothing by it. Whereas this way, I live on.
And what are you living for? Revenge?
Maybe. What of it? The important thing is that I'm alive, and I still have a life to do with as I please, and so could you. You can convert more people to your creed, instead of being scoffed at as they drag you to the pyre.
You may be right, but I can't lie. It's against all my teaching.
You won't have to lie if you're never asked any questions. Just leave. You can preach elsewhere. I'm sure you have lots of friends who'd love to take you in.
But I don't want to run.
No one wants to run away, but sometimes we have no choice. If you run, your faith will live on. That must mean something.
You're right. I shouldn't give in so easily.
5D
I've just grown
chess.
so weary of the endless persecution.
You should pack up and run away as soon as you can. The vicar might get here any minute.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Don't delay.
May the Lord watch over.
Yeah.
And off we go back to Ujits. And then we'll be punching people in the face. I mean, I totally could murder the vicar. I'm kinda really tempted to murder the vicar. Oh. Henry's a good Christian boy. He has never murdered in his life, ever. It says nothing about murders. Ignore that number. Killed. Killed is different than murder. Come on. Everyone knows that.
Good health.
Take care now.
I guess I just tell the vicar to go fuck himself. Is what I'm doing.
Good day to you.
I found them, Monsignor.
Pardon me?
I found the heretics.
Really? And who are they?
The Bauer family and their entire household.
Well, I expect you to give me some evidence. In the last few days, I've been hearing how practically everyone here is a heretic.
I found that place the captive heretic talked about, and I found a
I
family
do be an
cross.
American,
It took a
Nulika.
bit of asking around, but I learned it belongs to the Bauers. Their farm isn't far from here, to the north. and then all I had to do was go there and do a little spying.
What of it? What did you hear?
Nothing at all. The farm was deserted, not a living soul anywhere.
Ha! They fled. So they are heretics.
What will you do, Monsignor?
It's not the first time the devil's spawn has fled from me. I'll do the same as always. Track them down and capture them. Don't worry, they won't get far. Thank you for your help. You may leave. Take care.
You may leave. Okay, time to punch some people.
That's a clever way of putting it. Will you come tomorrow? I have a...
God be with you. Good luck to you.
Wow. 5 groschen to fight him. Expensive.
You'll... Now.
Alright, you try and hit him. Bitch. 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 Ow.
Fuck.
Just sleep so I can loot you. You have. Thank you.
Yeah.
Next up, who wants these fists of fury? From good old Sir Henry. I've come to punch you in the face.
Good luck to you. Had enough of life, have you?
No, we are in Bohemia. Portuguese. Oh, I love that ability so fucking much. Headcracker is the greatest ability in the game. It's a 20% chance. But it feels like it happens way more often than 20%, and I love it. Alright, sir. You're next on my punching list.
Good day to you. Take care now.
Oh, you decided to live through one punch. All right.
God.
Made it through 2 punches. Oh, you're fast on your feet, boy. Ah, I see. Ooh, you're a speedy one, Mr. Grinch. Ow.
Way off.
Well, if you're gonna be rude about it, I might kill you too. Bitch.
I'm. Take care now.
Bugger! Missed.
I already read this book, man. Oh, I haven't read this book yet. Sick. All right. One or fight. Now to ride all the way back to Ratai. Yeah, nowadays, General, it's Czech Republic and then Slovakia. The two nation state. I think that's how it is. I'm not 100% certain if Slovakia exists. Ugh. The moment I said it out loud, I was starting to doubt myself. I think it's Czech Republic and Slovakia. And Slovakia. Enunciate your words, Ryan. Ugh. Who are you?
Excuse me, can you assist me?
No.
Yeah.
Good luck. Almost to a tie. Ugh.
God be with you, lad. What can I do for you?
It's all sorted out, sir. You've no need to worry about the vicar anymore.
Excellent. Some good news at last. I've heard some pretty wild rumors from Uzhitz. So what happened there exactly?
Maybe this will surprise you, sir, but there really were heretics in Uzhitz.
Are you telling me the vicar didn't come to stick his nose in my possessions?
I don't know about that, but he definitely suspected there were heretics hereabouts, and he was right.
Christ. A man doesn't expect that sort of thing in his own fiefdom. Did you catch them?
No, they ran away. The vicar's investigation wasn't exactly low-key. Anyway, they've definitely fled beyond your estate.
Well, that's at least something. And the vicar?
He's probably hot on their heels.
Well, I hope he doesn't come back. Anyway, Henry, thanks for dealing with that vicar. You pulled a thorn from my side. Here's a little token of my gratitude.
Thank you, sir.
Take care.
St. Michael's sword. We got sword. Hold on, let's see which of these swords is the best. Alright, so we have a 58, 3. Okay, Queen of Sheba is better. Alright, guys, that's where I'm gonna call it for today. still to do. I have so much still to do in the game. We're gonna throw it over to good old Mikey B. He's releasing some new music tonight. That's gonna be pretty fucking sick. Holy shit. Oh, he's got the gamer glasses on. Oh, you know it's dope. Alright. So, what? Thank you so much for showing up, guys. I did get my booster shot today, so right now I'm still feeling fine. I'm actually still feeling pretty fucking good. So if I continue the trend, I might be able to stream tomorrow night. However, if there is no stream tomorrow night, it means it is because the booster shot started beating me up. So, yeah. If I go live tomorrow night, I'll be good. Anyways, have fun in Mike's chat. Enjoy the music when it gets revealed. And I will see you guys maybe tomorrow. Or if not, then Saturday night. Maybe. Peace.